When you hear the term welding, it's easy to think of it as one single process, just melting metal together to make something strong. But the reality is that welding comes in many different forms, each with its own advantages, challenges, and specific uses. The three most common types you'll hear about are arc welding, MIG welding, and TIG welding. While they all serve the same basic purpose, joining pieces of metal together, the way they get the job done is very different. In today's video, we're going to break down exactly what sets these methods apart, why you choose one over the other, and what kind of results you can expect when you pick arc, TIG, or MIG welding. Let's explore right here on History of Simple Things. Let's start with arc welding, which is often seen as the most traditional and straightforward form of welding. Arc welding, sometimes referred to as stick welding, uses a consumable electrode that's coated in flux. When you strike an arc between the electrode and the metal, the intense heat melts both the electrode and the base metal, fusing them together. At the same time, the flux coating burns off and creates a protective gas shield around the weld to prevent contamination from oxygen or moisture in the air. Once everything cools, you're left with a strong joint. Arc welding is tough, reliable, and can be done pretty much anywhere, even outdoors in windy or dirty environments, because the flux coating handles shielding for you. That makes it a favorite for heavy construction, shipbuilding, and repair jobs where conditions aren't always ideal. Now, moving on to MIG welding, which stands for Metal Inert Gas Welding, though it's also known as Gas Metal Arc Welding, or GMAW. MIG welding uses a continuous wire electrode that's fed through a welding gun, along with a shielding gas like argon or a mix of argon and carbon dioxide. Unlike arc welding, where you stop and replace electrodes, MIG keeps the wire feeding steadily, which allows for faster and more efficient welding. This makes MIG welding particularly good for production environments where speed matters, such as automotive manufacturing or fabricating large amounts of sheet metal. The shielding gas provides a very clean weld with less spatter compared to stick welding, which means there's less cleanup afterward. The main limitation, however, is that MIG welding doesn't do so well outdoors or in windy areas, since the gas shield can be blown away, exposing the weld to contamination. TIG welding, or tungsten inert gas welding, also called gas tungsten arc welding, or GTAW, is often considered the most precise and high-quality type of welding. Instead of a consumable electrode, TIG uses a tungsten electrode that doesn't melt during the process. The heat from the arc melts the base metals, and the welder can add a filler rod separately if needed. Shielding gas, usually pure argon, protects the weld from contamination. Because the electrode doesn't melt, TIG welding gives the welder much more control over the weld pool and allows for incredibly clean, strong, and aesthetically pleasing welds. This is the method you'll often see used in aerospace, high-performance automotive, and applications where the appearance of the weld matters just as much as its strength. However, it's also slower, requires more skill, and isn't the best choice for quick or large-scale jobs. So what's the real difference when you compare these methods side by side? With arc welding, you're getting durability and flexibility in tough environments, but at the cost of more spatter and less refinement. With MIG welding, you get speed and efficiency, along with relatively easy training for beginners, but you're limited when it comes to outdoor use and handling thicker metals. TIG welding, on the other hand, gives unmatched precision and the cleanest welds, but it's slower, requires a higher skill level, and often needs more specialized equipment. In short, arc welding is like the rugged workhorse, MIG is the speedy production tool, and TIG is the fine artist of the welding world. Another way to look at the differences is through the lens of who's actually using them. A farmer repairing a broken tractor out in the field is probably going to reach for an arc welder because it works in rough conditions and doesn't need bottled gas. A factory producing car body panels on an assembly line is going to rely on MIG welding for its speed and efficiency. And an aircraft technician repairing a jet engine will turn to TIG welding for the precise, strong, and flawless welds needed in critical situations. Each method fits into a unique space, and that's why all three remain important in the modern world. Cost is also a factor worth mentioning. Arc welding equipment is generally the cheapest and most accessible, making it popular for beginners and those who just need to get the job done without a huge investment. MIG welding machines are more expensive, especially when you factor in the cost of shielding gases, but they pay off in terms of productivity and ease of use. TIG welding gear tends to be the most costly, not only in terms of the machine itself, but also in the skill and time required to master it. That's why TIG welding is often reserved for industries where the results justify the investment. At the end of the day, choosing between arc, MIG, or TIG welding isn't about one being better than the others. It's about the right tool for the right job. Each of these methods shines in its own way. If you need something strong and simple in less than ideal conditions, arc welding is your best friend. If you want efficiency and ease for large projects, MIG welding will save you time and effort. And if you're after the most precise, clean, and professional finish, TIG welding is unmatched. The real skill of a welder isn't just knowing how to weld. It's knowing which method to use in a given situation. So next time you see sparks flying, remember that not all welding is created equal. Behind every strong joint, every perfectly clean bead, and every quick repair, there's a different technique at play. Whether it's the rugged reliability of arc, the fast efficiency of MIG, or the fine artistry of TIG, these methods form the backbone of modern industry and craftsmanship. And understanding their differences gives us a deeper appreciation for the skill, knowledge, and precision that welders bring to the table every day. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.